What's up, guys? I thought I'd give you a little overview of the project 7-liter 05 CTS-V that I've been posting here. So let me flip around, get my ugly mug off, and I'll let you see what's going on. So this is my 05 CTS-V. I got the car in 2007. My wife finished nursing school and was kind enough to let me go out and buy a new car. Go figure, she finishes school, I get a car. Seems kind of cheesy in hindsight, but I'm doing my best to make it up to her. But anyway, I have this car now, and I got it in 2007. It had 908 miles on it. It was a demo, I suppose, but South Shore Cadillac is who originally had it, South Shore Cadillac in New Jersey. And I don't really know the full story, but what I'm told is South Shore was getting in trouble. They weren't paying off trade-ins, and they weren't paying off loans and stuff like that, and they weren't paying their taxes. So the state or federal government came in and seized the inventory that they had, and then this car sat in a warehouse for approximately a year and a half. So they released the car to South Shore Chevrolet in 2007, early 2007, and that's when I purchased the car. And I got the car for way off, the sticker price of the car. I actually got the car for $36,000 with 904 miles, 908 miles, something very, very low. It was under 1,000 miles. Really never had any trouble with it. They did have to put a gas pedal in it once because I got the reduced engine power pretty shortly after I got it. And then I had Hill Cadillac in Newtown Square, PA, replace the differential when the original differential started making noise. And then that differential lasted up until about a year and a half ago when I swapped out the Creative Steel in anticipation of doing this project with the LS-7 Texas Speed sleeve block. So there's the car there. The plans are we're going to get that motor in. I have all new accessories. Oh, damn. Let me see if I can get the trunk open. Hopefully the battery's up and I can pop it. There you go. Cool. Buried under here is a whole new accessory package, including the water pump. You can see this is the power steering pump here. There's the alternator, the AC compressor in there, new reservoir. All this stuff can be bought brand new. The whole front dress can be bought brand new from GM. It's part of the GM Performance Parts accessory drive kit. I've got a set of fuel injector clinic injectors here. These are, let me put my glasses on so I can see because I'm an old guy. These are 525cc injectors. That should be up to task to handling a 600 horsepower motor. I didn't want to go with a giant injector because I want drivability, and if we do put a power adder on, I'll swap the injectors out later and upgrade the fuel system. But we have a set of Kooks Headers for it. I bought these a couple years ago. It's weird, I went on a binge of buying parts for the car because I know this car is becoming virtually obsolete, and I wanted to get the Kooks Headers, I wanted to get the Creative Steel rear, and I wanted to get all of that stuff done before the parts weren't available anymore. So it has everything that we need. It has a good foundation. And the car's actually really clean. Here, I'll show you the inside of it. It's pretty clean. The only thing that bugs me about this car is these gray seats pill up pretty bad, and it looks kind of worn here, even though this car only has about 90,000 miles on it. I have a friend of mine that has a black one, and his seats look great, and his car is way more used up than mine, way more. But other than the seats, everything in this car is actually in really nice shape. You can even see that the radio and stuff is in decent shape. The knob, one knob has a little bit peeling off, but it's not that big a deal. And the car is actually in really, really nice shape. It does have a Creative Steel shifter in it, and I really dig that knob, but I do still have the factory knob for it too. So the engine is still very much stock, except for the addition of the Creative Steel mounts, and it does have a Borla exhaust system on it. And I went with the Borla system because it's quiet and it's made of 304 stainless, not 409. The 304 is better, but the one thing I can't stand about it are these gigantic tips. They're just ridiculous. So when I do the engine and the headers, when I put the Kooks on it, I'm going to try and pull the tips a little further under so they're not so horsey looking, but I'm not sure that I'm not going to cut them off and put something a little bit more adult on it. I just don't like the way they look. They're ridiculous. But the car has a quiet, mellow tone to it, and that's how I want it. And hopefully, when they put the engine in it, it's got a pretty aggressive cam, and I'll get you the specs if you guys want. I'm going to tune most of the chop out of it. I want to have a little bit of lope because, yeah, it sounds cool, but in reality of it is, you don't need to have a lot of chop to have a really powerful and fast car. And I want this car to still have pretty good manners. So we're going to probably try and tune most of the chop out of it. We'll see how that goes. It's a fairly aggressive cam. I think it's a 110 center line, but we'll see. Other than that, hopefully going to have the rest of the parts. I ordered stuff from Summit and GM Performance. Well, one of the GM sites online. I ordered all new sensors for the engine. I ordered all new coil packs. I ordered new brackets, bolt kit, so that we can put this thing in virtually complete, and so that I could take the LS-6 out and still have a complete engine to use in another project, because I also over here have a TIC Performance Level 2 F-body T56, and putting that together with a fairly complete LS-6 in some kind of a project car seems really cool too. And I'd like to also hang on to the original engine for this car, because it's the original engine and I really have no intention of selling this car anytime soon. So there's that. And I think some of you guys may have seen what I posted before about the Jeep, so I'll give you a little quickie about that. This is the 99 Wrangler. We have the Titan engine 4.7 stroker in it, and Titan engines did right by me making this engine right. It runs so much better now. What happened is we had a melting oil pump that they put in the original engine. The gears chewed up the bottom plate and sent debris and chewed up the number 3 main and rod bearings. But they made good with it, especially after I showed them the video of me priming the engine and doing everything per their instructions. But there's the Jeep there, and with every TJ, it's got the frame rust issues. This isn't terrible, so we'll probably get another year or two out of it. But I'm probably either going to have a buddy of mine fix it, or put the replacement frame under the company. I forget who the heck it is. They make a complete replacement frame and get it galvanized, the whole 9 yards. It's in pretty good shape, but it runs a whole lot better now, and it has a whole lot more power. And HP Tuners just released support for that craptacular JTEC computer. So hopefully I can tune it and get it to really where it should be. They say this engine, carbureted and done properly, is 270 horsepower. I don't think it's anywhere near that, because I think that computer is hobbling the hell out of it. It's definitely more than the 190 it came with, because it's a bigger engine now, but it ain't 270 like they said. We're going to get it there though, just with a tune. Maybe it'll be a dyno session. We'll see what goes on there. Anyway, back to the V. Oh, there's something else there. That's going in a 1950-ish Ford pickup on a Chevy Blazer frame. You might get to see a little bit about that too. But that's not what's important. That's what's important. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.